You need to watch this if you struggle with understanding the true impact of human error. April 26, 1986. This date marks one of the most catastrophic events in human history, an event that would forever alter our understanding of nuclear power and its potential dangers. The world watched in horror as the events unfolded, revealing the fragility of human-made systems and the devastating consequences of their failure. The Chernobyl Nuclear Power Plant in Pripyat, Ukraine, became the epicenter of an unprecedented disaster. This plant, once a symbol of Soviet engineering prowess, turned into a nightmarish scene of destruction and chaos. It all began with a routine safety test gone horribly wrong. What was supposed to be a simple procedure to ensure the reactor's safety turned into a catastrophic failure, exposing the weaknesses in the system. In the early hours of the morning, Reactor 4 exploded, releasing a deadly cloud of radioactive material into the atmosphere. The explosion was so powerful that it shattered the reactor building and sent a plume of radioactive particles high into the sky. Radiation levels spiked across Europe and the world began to realize the magnitude of the disaster. But what really happened inside that control room? The story of Chernobyl is not just about a reactor explosion, it's about the human decisions and errors that led to it. Human error, flawed design, and a lack of safety protocols combined to create a perfect storm. The operators were following procedures that were fundamentally flawed, and the reactor's design had critical vulnerabilities. Workers were undertrained and procedures were rushed. The pressure to meet deadlines and the lack of proper training created a dangerous environment where mistakes were inevitable. The reactor's design flaws were known, but ignored. Warnings from engineers and scientists were dismissed, and the focus remained on maintaining production quotas rather than ensuring safety. And when the reactor core exploded, it was like opening Pandora's box. The release of radioactive material was uncontrollable, and the consequences were immediate and far-reaching. Firefighters, unaware of the radiation, rushed to the scene. They bravely fought the fires, not knowing that they were being exposed to lethal doses of radiation. Many of them would pay the ultimate price for their bravery. Their sacrifice is a poignant reminder of the human cost of the disaster. The nearby town of Pripyat was evacuated, but not before residents experienced the horror firsthand. Metallic tastes, burning eyes, and a silent, invisible poison in the air. The evacuation was chaotic, and many left their homes with just the clothes on their backs. The aftermath of Chernobyl was devastating. The landscape was scarred and the human toll was immense. Families were torn apart, and entire communities were displaced. Thousands of lives were lost, and the area remains uninhabitable to this day. The exclusion zone around Chernobyl is a haunting reminder of the disaster, a place frozen in time. The disaster is a stark reminder of the potential consequences of human error and the importance of safety and technology. It underscores the need for rigorous safety standards and the constant vigilance required to prevent such tragedies. The Chernobyl disaster wasn't just a nuclear explosion, it was a wake-up call to the world. It highlighted the dangers of complacency and the critical importance of transparency and accountability in managing nuclear technology. A reminder of our vulnerability and the dire need for vigilance. Stay curious. Stay informed. The lessons of Chernobyl must never be forgotten as they continue to shape our approach to nuclear safety and disaster preparedness.